Welcome to the Ways and Bees. It's me, Daniel Murphy, and I'm here joined with Mark McNally. He's just fixing something over the console here.
I got it.
Right, he's away. We're back.
I got it. I'm your host, Mark McNally, and I was in the opposite end of the room, but I'm back. I'm back for the bands.
Yep, it was a 2-day camel hike from Nolan.
Welcome to the Wales and the Bees. I'm your host, Mark McNally. I'm joined here by the mathematician and the beautiful man himself, Daniel Murphy.
Oh, Mark, you do me too much.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
I don't know the
Just the
words.
two of us. I don't know the rest. But so Wales and the Bees is all about the news, reviews, and debates. We have a few debates today, and news and reviews. So we're going to kick off with reviews.
We will.
As you do.
I haven't seen any of these films, so I'll be just...
We see two films this week. We've seen Kingsman
Well, you have
and Inherent Vice. We're going to start off with Kingsman. Kingsman is a high-concept spy movie from the director of Kick-Ass,
That should be well enough directed now.
X-Men First Class, and
I have seen that one,
Ever
so.
seen Stardust, the British film?
No, but I've seen the trailer for it.
Oh, okay. It's a high concept spy movie. It's Colin Firth. Colin Firth is like the agent. They don't call themselves agents.
He's a mentor or something like that, isn't
He is the mentor. He's the mentor figure, and then you have Samuel Jackson, who's the villain.
Mother Jackson,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. It sort of like follows like the Roger Moore sort of James
Spy.
Bond films, where they went to space and started shooting stuff.
Yeah. Going to space base.
You go to space, yeah, just like really high concept stuff, and it's honestly like since the start of 2015, all I've gone to see is like all these Oscar contenders and dramatic films. Like you kind of have to, because you have to see what everyone's talking about. I loved going to see this film because it wasn't dramatic. Well, it was dramatic. I'm not gonna take that away from it, but it was just a popcorn eating.
It was a good cinema film anyway.
It was just you're relaxed. You didn't actually have to. If you turned off your brain, you wouldn't understand what was happening. But it was just you're relaxing. You enjoy the film. It's a visual treat. It's a comedic treat. Like there are so many sight gags. There's this scene, much like we have all the posters behind us here. It's like tabloid reports from the past 15 years.
Yeah.
And some of just look out for them when you see the film. There's some reports like headlines, and they're absolutely hilarious. The lads I went with were just kind of just chuckled at all the sight gags. It's really good. The great action sequences, great music. Matthew Vaughn has always had a good taste for music. Example like Kick-Ass, the music used when Big Daddy and Kick-Ass are kidnapped, and then Hit Girl comes in, and then it's all like
Happens in Kick-Ass
it's
either.
it's like a dubstep, and it brings in power, and it's it's really really good. It's like it's a strobe. It's like a night strobe. That's what it's called.
Night strobe.
Night strobe.
That's a very specific genre of music.
Yeah, it's really good. And they always say that these high concept spy movies, they're only ever as good as the villain.
Yeah.
Now Samuel Jackson is a good villain.
He does pull off the whole medicine thing, like Pulp Fiction.
Samuel Jackson doesn't do the medicine himself. He has a sidekick that does it. It's just Samuel Jackson's performance he's got this lisp.
Oh right.
His performance is really really good, and it's sort of his character, the way he dresses. It's all something. It's very different.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable.
Bit hipster, is it?
I wouldn't say it's. I wouldn't say it's a bit hipster, but I will say this: the first 2/3 are really really good. Show very big promise. However, the third act just kind of dishes the plot out completely. It essentially just becomes, okay, we're going to get this guy and we're going to kill him. That sort of thing. Yeah. But it doesn't. I mean, the third act feels clunky. And
they probably just had to finish the film up. They had
It's a big budget art film, so I take it at the end of the film in some way. But it's sort of. But see, the third act is the last thing you see. So at the end, you're like, well, that was very clunky. But then you remember the first act and the second act; they were very well put together. The film must be savoured because it is a rarity. As in, like,
Like a good cheese.
you're not going to get a big budget horror film for another while.
No, probably
So enjoy this. I think the next one is probably going to be Deadpool, which is in a year.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
So enjoy this we can. The film keeps you on your toes. That's what I'm saying. You have to pay attention. You can't just turn off. You have to keep paying attention because the film will just keep referencing itself. It'll reference genres. It pokes holes at James Bond and all this. So it's a lot of fun.
A little bit of self-consciousness in the film. So that was good.
It's a lot of fun. It's something I've been dying to see for a good while. So I give it a good probably 7 out of 10. Yeah,
Good.
I really enjoyed it. Plus Mark Hamill was in it.
Oh,
Luke Skywalker, good name himself.
Please tell me you made a reference to Star Wars. One.
Nope.
None.
Nope.
Oh.
Good. I'm glad they didn't because I mean, like, can he? I mean, go a single film without referencing for Star Wars. Like good man himself.
I would have liked to see it, but I still would have probably depreciated the film as a whole.
So Inherent Vice, which is a new film by Paul W.S. Anderson, who did The Master and There Will Be Blood. Do you know with Daniel Day-Lewis?
I know of the two films. I've never seen them though.
Well, as long as you know of them. I'm sitting here now, right, and I struggle to describe the plot of this film. So essentially,
it's all over the shop.
It's you got this like private detective,
right?
But he's a hippie pot smoker, so he's always like semi-aware of what's going on.
That's not very good for a detective now.
He's a very funny character. He's very Phoenix, who plays Doc. So they're always like, "What's up, Doc?"
Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, no, that's like in every single scene. It's hilarious. Phoenix does it very well. I struggle to figure out what in the name of God was going on, because you're given so much information in so little time. Like, they introduce as many characters as there is in the Game of Thrones, and then they expect you to, like, some of them they don't even see, they just throw in names, and they expect you to understand what's happening 40 minutes later. And it's based on a novel, and apparently the novel was deemed unfilmable because it had like a million subplots, and this film has
like Lord of the Rings if it was filmed properly, because Lord of the Rings has a serious amount of detail.
Yeah, this book, this is very sort of faithful adaptation of the book, and it's got the million sub threads. So it's the idea of
a notepad beside you and write down everything.
Yes.
No,
yeah, no, that would be myself. But even in the moments of confusion, what holds the film together are the performances. I said Phoenix, as Doc. You have Josh Brolin as his like sort of rival, frenemy LAPD detective called Bigfoot.
He is the Red to Ash's catch. To
No.
Pokemon's Ketchum.
Yeah.
He is.
Josh Brolin is the scene stealer of the film.
What have I seen him in before?
He was a main guy in No Country for Old Men.
Ah, he's right. That's what's in it. Yeah.
He's in a load of stuff.
Ah.
Josh Brolin.
Oh
My God.
I'm not very good at actors' names. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my Lord.
Sorry.
He's the big guy. He's got the big chin on him.
He has a big heart, a big chin.
He's got the big
heart,
chin.
a big chin.
He's got like a square face. and then Owen Wilson. You know Owen Wilson.
Oh yeah, the fan
Comedian.
with the big broken nose.
Yeah, he turns up, and he gives a really good performance as well.
Does he?
Yeah, no, everyone there is on top of his game. Everyone's given 115%. Benedict Del Toro turns up, and
that by relation to Guillermo?
No. And Reese Witherspoon turns up. There's a lot of female characters to the point where you're just like, I'm sorry, who are you? And some scenes, I swear to God, they go on for 7 minutes in one take. While that's impressive that they did it in one take, I feel like there are some.
Didn't need to.
I feel like there's some sound issues. I was like, sometimes I just.
That could be the cinema.
No, I don't think it was a cinema. It was good quality cinema. This is QFT. Don't diss.
Oh, sorry.
Don't diss the QFT, boy. I couldn't really hear what they were saying. Maybe that was them or the sound, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounded. Sometimes you're just like, is this Bane from The Dark Knight Rises? Because he's got the mumble to him, and I couldn't quite make out what he was saying at times.
No, of course not. Just Bane.
But I think that's the point of the film, for it to be confusing, because I felt, look, when you're high, are you like you're semi-aware of what's going on? You're
Did you ever see Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No.
Don't. It is the most confusing piece of film I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. It's Johnny Depp and there's some other big actor, I can't remember his name now, is in it. And they have this wee case and it is full of various types and drugs. Like there could be additives from weed, cocaine and everything in between. And even some things that aren't drugs but nonetheless they take anyway. And they start seeing lizard people and weird. Like that film is genuinely confusing and it is
but I think that's, well, you said they take drugs.
They take a lot of drugs.
So what I'm saying is, if you're high, you're semi-aware of what's going on. You say you're confused when you're high.
No, these guys were saying things.
I know, but like, so they were confused. They were delusional.
Yes.
I think that's the point of the film. The fact that the audience can't figure out what's going on is a relation to the fact that he's semi-aware of what's going on as well. So we're kind of seeing it from the hippies' perspective. Like there are scenes right up until the very end where I'm like, I'm not sure why he's doing that, but I will say this: the film is very, very funny. Very funny.
What's up, Doc?
But then again, I'm not going to give this film a rating because I'm still not sure if it's a good film or a bad film.
You probably need to see it 2 or 3 times.
I do need to see it 2 or 3 times, so I'll get back to you when I sort that out.
Good job. Give me an extra.
So now it's time for a tune.
It is time for a wee tune.
We're gonna play a wee tune.
Let me get the guitar.
We're gonna play a wee tune from Kingsman. Is a tune I found. It's called where is it?
That's a weird name for a song.
No. It's fine. It's called 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
So
The Doors, right? Lovely.
You know the Doors?
I do.